Hello there, my lemon drops, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I am a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. We are gathered here today for a long overdue episode of me reacting to the idiotic health and nutrition advice on social media, particularly on TikTok. Let's be realistic though, pretty much all social media platforms are the same. They just have different logos. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz, and some dry sarcasm along the way, hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand. I would seriously love to have you here. Check out my merch store for some Lemonade Stand gear, or visit my website to look at my fitness guides. All that stuff will be linked below. Without anything further, let's make lemonade. So, I was going through like my old screen recordings and things that people have sent me that I've just been compiling. I found this screen recording that somebody sent me on Instagram, and it dates back to August. I don't know how this got lost. I really don't. But here we are. We're doing it. This is a fitness influencer. She's got quite a following on TikTok and Instagram, and somebody just sent me this video of her saying some dumb shit on TikTok. And we're going to react to it. I would definitely consider this person a fitness influencer. She has over 100,000 followers on Instagram. And also, this is unrelated, but I just thought it was interesting. And also the reason I'm probably not going to bother blurring this person. I don't condone bullying or harassment. That's not what I'm about. And that's not what y'all are going to do, okay? The reason I'm not blurring her is for what I'm about to tell you. And because blurring videos is just an extra step. Work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? So Yahoo and the tabloid site thedailydot.com both published an article about her last April. In both of these articles, they referred to her as a TikTok fitness influencer. It wasn't anything serious, but the articles were both just about how she posted a video on TikTok of her working out, and in the background, she thought some guy was kind of creeping on her and taking pictures of her. I guess she was trying to film herself, and then she felt like she caught that guy like being weird behind her. She posted that video to TikTok and was like, was this guy taking pics of me, sort of thing? And then based on what she said, it seems like she did confront him, and to that I say, you go girl. Don't let anybody creep on you in the gym or anywhere. If you feel uncomfortable, demand your space. One time, this is just a sidebar, one time a guy interrupted my workout to hit on me and ask me for my number. When I was younger, I used to be more afraid of like confronting men in that situation, but now that I'm older and wiser, I don't give a f***. I have words and I'm saying them, damn it. He waited for me to finish my set, and I remember what I was doing. I was doing hip thrusts of all things. So he waited for me to finish my set. He asked for my number. I politely told him no thank you and that I just wasn't interested. He still wouldn't go away, so I decided to f*** with him. At the time, I had a throwaway number on like a texting app that I used when I used to like dog sit or babysit on like the care.com app, because like until I met people in real life, I didn't want to give people my real phone number. So like that's why I call it a throwaway number, because it's not my real phone number. So he persisted and he wouldn't let up. So eventually I just gave him that phone number, and I told him to get lost because he interrupted my workout. You guys probably think I'm joking or exaggerating, but I am not. After I gave him that number, I told him, like, I'm paraphrasing myself here, now get the hell out of here and leave me alone because you interrupted my workout. You don't interrupt my workout. Not unless you're giving me Oreos or lemonade. He sent me a text like an hour later and he was like, here's my number as you requested it, which is hilarious because I did not request it. And I promptly blocked him. So if you were the guy that did that and you were watching this video, I told you I wasn't interested. Anyway, that was just a little sidebar. I just thought that was interesting that she got like a couple mentions in pop culture like that. So why is she here on my channel today? Well, she posted herself saying some dumb shit about nutrition and like food science stuff. So naturally, I have to investigate. Roll clip.
Okay, a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for this one, but here we go. Unpopular Opinions Fitness Industry Edition. Number 1, you should not take pre-workout ever. I dare you to read the ingredients and tell me if you know what any of them are, or if you can even pronounce them.
Her first unpopular opinion is that you should not take pre-workout. I honestly do not know any fitness professionals, not influencers, who actually say that you need pre-workout. You know the main people who I've seen say that you need to take pre-workout? Fitness influencers. And 100% of the time, it's for a supplement brand that they have a discount code for, so they probably get a monetary kickback when you use their code. No motive there though, right? Most professionals I've seen talk about pre-workout just talk about it as a supplement, not a requirement. Because that's what supplements are. Remember, they are supplementary. They're not required. Obviously, if you've been recommended a dietary supplement for like a vitamin or mineral deficiency, you're excluded from that statement, obviously. Let's proceed. Sorry, it's a short clip, and like just for the purposes of copyright, I don't want to just let it play all the way through because it's like 2 minutes, but I don't want to just let the whole 2 minutes play without me like breaking it up. So, you know, copyright stuff.
Along those lines, caffeine, atrocious for you. Yes, even matcha and tea, coffee, all of that. It's like putting garbage in your body. Stresses the crap out of your adrenals. If you want to know more about that, look up medical medium.
I'm laughing so hard at that, but obviously I've seen this clip before. I've watched it before, like, in preparation for this video. But every time she says, look at the medical medium, it's just so funny. Caffeine is, quote, atrocious for you. She says it's like putting, quote, garbage in your body.
It's like putting garbage in your body. It's like putting garbage in your body.
Then she says if you want to know more about that, then look up the medical medium. This is an awkward thing for me to share right now, but I just got done drinking a venti cold brew. As soon as you show any type of support for the medical medium, you lose all credibility in my eyes. All of it. In fact, it makes you lose all credibility minus 10 more credibility points. You have negative credibility. You owe me credibility at that point. Do we even have to have a discussion about why I believe the medical medium is ridiculous, in my opinion, and why nobody should listen to him about, like, anything ever? I feel like that's a discussion that we don't even need to have on my channel because you guys already know. Anyway, caffeine is not like consuming garbage, my girl, and it is not atrocious for you. Okay? And I can actually prove it citing scientific sources that are not the medical medium. It's true that caffeine is a stimulant, and a lot of people, it can cause GI issues if you consume too much. And also, obviously, in extreme excess, it can do serious damage to your body. Alright, that's not a secret. That's not what we're disputing. However, regular, moderate consumption of caffeine-containing beverages is actually not like putting garbage in your body. This is one of those things where there's definitely... You know what? I need an Oreo for this. These are Oreo, the 110th like birthday celebration Oreos. These are chocolate confetti cake Oreos. There's 3 left in this container, and I figured I would eat them. Look, you see that? Can you guys see the confetti? All right, it's not focusing. It's not meant to be. Anyway, like I said, this is one of those things where there's definitely a discussion to be had about caffeine having negative side effects on some people. And again, obviously in excess, if you consume nothing but caffeinated beverages, then that's not great. It can cause an increase in your heart rate, an increase in your blood pressure, and lots of other issues. But remember, caffeine consumption is also not necessary. It's not like the carb discussion. Like, despite what diehard keto lovers like to say, your body actually generally, your body actually does need carbohydrates to function, and the ketogenic diet should really only be medically supervised for the purposes of epilepsy, which it has been proven to be effective for. Medically supervised, though, and that is a fact. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. If caffeine bothers you, then don't drink it. Oh, this is what annoys me about this. This person heard from somewhere, the medical medium of all places, which is not a credible source, that caffeine is terrible and bad for everyone, and she's now proudly declaring that nobody should drink it because it's bad. Like, girl, if caffeinated beverages bother you, then just don't drink them. Like, it's simple as that. But don't try and deprive me of my Starbucks just because you heard some shit from the medical medium, who, by his own admission on his website, is not a healthcare or science professional in any regard. It's so frustrating to me when an influencer, somebody on the internet, anybody really, they have a food sensitivity or an allergy, or maybe they just don't like that, like a food because of how it makes them feel. So then they start a crusade to spread the word on why that food is bad and why nobody should consume that food. On top of all that, they cherry pick the few pieces of scientific research that confirm their bias while ignoring what the majority of research says, and then they lead their crusade with those few pieces of research that confirms their bias. Your personal anecdote is not scientific evidence. It's like freaking Melissa McAllister, the top beach body coach who threatened to sue me. She like preaches gluten-free very, very often on her website, but to our knowledge, and she's never expressed this on her platform, she has no reason to cut gluten from her diet medically. Like, I think she's implied that she has like a mild gluten sensitivity, which fine, whatever. If you have a gluten sensitivity or celiac disease, then don't consume gluten, that's fine. But she like preaches a lot, like, don't eat gluten. And after I made my first video about her, this was before she threatened to sue me, she reached out to me, she was like, and I'm paraphrasing the messages here too, I can't remember exactly what it said word for word, but she said something along the lines of, as far as the gluten thing, I'm just sharing what's worked for me in the past. And it's just like, okay, your personal experience is not evidence, though. I don't have to cut gluten out from my diet. I don't have a gluten sensitivity, and I don't have celiac disease. If you have a gluten sensitivity, then fine, then you avoid gluten. But why does the whole world need to avoid gluten? Because you're sensitive to it. God! I'm eating the rest of this Oreo now out of spite. Pretty recent research on this topic has actually demonstrated that regular consumption of caffeinated beverages can actually be part of a healthy lifestyle for most people. A study published in July 2020 by the New England Journal of Medicine reviewed 95 previous studies on caffeine and caffeine-containing beverages. It actually concluded that regular caffeinated coffee consumption of 3 to 5 standard cups a day, which actually to me sounds like a lot, does not appear to increase the risk of heart disease or certain cancers like a lot of people like to say it does. The authors of the article state, current evidence does not warrant recommending caffeine or coffee intake for disease prevention, but suggest that for adults who are not pregnant or lactating and do not have specific health conditions, moderate consumption of coffee or tea can be part of a healthy lifestyle. Another article, which I will link below, all these are linked below. Unlike TikTok influencers, I actually cite my sources and don't just talk out of my ass. Another article summary I read from the same publication also said that, this is really interesting, it also said that caffeine can block certain receptors that are associated with pain and make certain pain medications more effective. I did not read deep into the mechanism through which they believe that caffeine does that. I am not saying in any way dump all your pain meds and just start chugging coffee. I just wanted to share that fact that I just found really interesting. If you want to know more about that, check out the link below.
More about that, look up medical medium. Eggs are bad for you. They feed viruses and pathogens in your liver, which can cause a lot of issues. I've pretty much cut them out of my diet. I used to have them every day. And now, when I do have them, I notice that I get sciatic nerve pain. That makes sense. That's a viral symptom.
Okay, eggs are bad for you. They feed viruses and pathogens in your liver. Okay, I have a question. Assuming we are going off of her pseudoscience, why do they only feed viruses and pathogens in your liver? Like, why not your stomach? Because that would be the first stop after eating that. Or why not your intestine? That would be the next stop after your stomach. Why only your liver? Can you cite any scientific sources for this? Oh, you can't? Why am I not surprised? Obviously, this information conflicts with just about everything I know to be true about, egg science. But to make sure I'm not an idiot, I went to Google and I typed in exactly what she said, like word for word. One of the first things that came up was a page on the Medical Medium's website on why eggs are terrible. I read this page on his website. I found the exact sentence where he says what she just said. The eggs you eat can feed the pathogens, viruses, and bacteria deep within your liver. Unsurprisingly, the Medical Medium cited absolutely no sources to support this claim, and there were no sources at all, actually, that I could find anywhere on this page. Other places that I found that said eggs were bad and feed viruses were not scientific publications. However, one website that came up that demonized eggs was a podiatrist of all things. Like, she straight up said on her, on this post, stop eating eggs. And then I found something else about what this girl was talking about. That page was on plantbasednews.org. Obviously extremely biased. So yeah. Now, the main thing that came up, though, that talked about eggs being related to viruses was on nih.gov, and it was actually about how eggs are related to shot development. Shot is a substitute for this word because I don't want to get demonetized. Because even though there are certain people like me who are just trying to share credible and scientific information, all of the people who are anti this have also infiltrated social media and are on a crusade to spread misinformation. So unfortunately, if you say it too many times, you get demonetized. Anyway, many shots are developed using viruses that are grown within chicken eggs. The reason that eggs are used is so that the virus has a host to incubate and reproduce in. A virus can't just exist anywhere on any surface and just reproduce on its own like bacteria can. A virus actually needs a living host cell to infect in order to survive and reproduce. So for shot development, chicken eggs are actually intentionally infected with whatever virus that they're developing a shot for, so it can grow and reproduce. Then scientists can work to develop a shot from using the virus that they intentionally infected the egg with. They're not using a virus that's already present in the egg because eggs are just like riddled with viruses. The egg is being intentionally infected with the virus. So I don't know a ton about pharmaceutical drug development. So if you work in that industry or have studied, by all means, please chime off below. And please correct me if I'm wrong about anything, because like I said, I don't know. This wasn't my area, but I never learned about pharmaceutical like drug development and things like that. So this is really interesting. And if you work in that field, please, by all means, chime off. Anyway, obviously, it's pretty common knowledge that raw eggs can carry salmonella, which is a bacteria, not a virus, by the way. But cooking the eggs fully generally kills the bacteria. She said that when she eats eggs, she gets a sciatic nerve pain, which then she's like, that's a viral symptom.
And now, when I do have them, I notice that I get sciatic nerve pain. That makes sense. That's a viral symptom.
Okay. As you all know, I'm not a physician or a nurse or anything like that. So those of you who regularly watch me, you guys already know that. But for the newbies, I just want to say that. Put that out there. Keep it out there in the universe. I wanted to say that though because I had to do some individual research on sciatic nerve pain. So sciatic nerve pain, or sciatica, is a medical condition that I don't have a ton of experience with. The extent of my knowledge of sciatic nerve pain is from my biology knowledge, just some individual research, and actually a little bit from my fitness knowledge. So I've had clients who've had sciatica before, and I've had to work around it, just so we're all clear on that. So the sciatic nerve is the largest nerve in the human body. It's at the base of your back, and it's formed from, it's a big nerve that's formed from a bundles of smaller nerves. It starts at your lower back, runs down both glutes, all the way down to your feet and each leg. It's a big nerve. So sciatic nerve pain can be very uncomfortable. And if you've had sciatic nerve pain, you know what I'm talking about. Now, I learned in school and from research that sciatic nerve pain, or sciatica, is generally caused by the nerve being physically bothered in some way. Poor posture, a herniated disc, being pinched, stuff like that. Don't forget, if you work in healthcare, again, please chime off below. So I'm confused because she said eating eggs causes her sciatic nerve pain. And then she's like, that makes sense because that's a viral symptom. But again, I thought sciatic nerve pain was generally caused by being physically compromised in some way. I did type in Google though, can a virus cause sciatic nerve pain? And I got a couple of sources that said that shingles or herpes can cause it. But then that begs another question. Can eating eggs trigger a herpes or a shingles flare-up? I'm throwing out a lifeline right now. I'm asking for my friends who work in the healthcare field, you all watching, you're all my friends, to chime off below, because to me this does not make any sense. So does she mean viruses and pathogens that are already in your liver? Or does she mean the eggs have viruses and pathogens that then infiltrate your liver and are made worse? This is really confusing. So does she have herpes or shingles, or some kind of virus that only gets activated when she eats eggs and specifically bothers her sciatic nerve? I'm trying really hard to make sense of this. Please help me. Physicians, nurses, all of you guys, please chime in. Now, lastly about this, we do have to address the elephant in the room. Eggs are one of the 7 major most common allergens. Okay, that's fine. But don't eat them then. But she's also, though, not talking about being allergic to eggs. She says that eggs feed viruses and pathogens in your liver and cause her sciatic nerve pain to flare up when she eats them. Maybe she has an egg sensitivity, which a lot of people do. Like I said, it's a common allergy, so don't eat eggs then, right? But spreading this fear-mongering bullshit about how they're terrible, it's not helpful at all.
Protein, overrated. You don't need to eat your body weight in grams of protein, not even close to it. Too much protein can cause issues like kidney disease. Your body can only absorb so much at a time, so the amount that people tell you to eat, it's just ridiculous.
She says protein is overrated. No, it's not. It's not. Protein is one of the 3 major macronutrients that your body needs to function. Obviously, if you have a medical condition that forbids you from consuming complete proteins, I have to say this slow, phenylketonuria, or PKU for short, then obviously, yeah, you have to avoid consuming complete proteins, obviously. Obviously, you would follow different guidelines. That is a rare genetic condition, and in general, most people need protein. Well, I do agree with her, though, and she is correct about this. So many, bodybuilders on Instagram swear up and down that you need to eat just mountains of protein with every single meal, but it is actually true that your body can only absorb so much at any given time, and she is correct. Too much protein can be damaging to your kidneys. For example, Zeus, one of my dogs, he has very early stage kidney disease. He has to eat a special diet that has modified his protein intake because too much protein can hurt his kidneys. And it's the exact same in human. Eating too much can be harmful for your kidneys. And then on top of that, just like with any macronutrient, what happens when you overeat anything? What happens when you overeat something? That usually results in fat gain as well, which is not inherently a problem. But if that's not your goal, then you know.
Protein shakes, protein powders, bars, all garbage. Just filled with a bunch of synthetic chemicals, so not good. I feel like there's definitely more I wanted to add, but I already know that people are not going to be happy with this one. Just wanted to remind you that because your favorite fitness influencer reps a supplement brand or coffee brand, whatever, that does not mean that you should actually be buying it and consuming it. A lot of what we're told to do isn't good. We shouldn't be doing, but you got to realize that money matters, and these businesses are multi-million-dollar businesses, multi-billion-dollar. They want to sell their product. Of course, they're going to tell you that you should be having coffee every day because it's addictive and you'll keep buying it and they'll keep making money. Be careful what you listen to, and good luck out there.
She says protein shakes, protein bars, etc. are filled with synthetic chemicals. There's protein supplements out there that are better quality than others, for sure. Kills me when people use fear-mongering by saying, like, oh, chemicals are bad. Like they don't use anything at all with chemicals in it. Plot twist, they actually do, because pretty much everything in your day-to-day is made of some kind of chemical. She looks like she might be wearing some makeup. Chemicals. And if she's not wearing makeup, then her eyelashes are beautiful and I'm jealous. Do you use hair products? Chemicals. Do you use toothpaste? Chemicals. So fear-mongering around chemicals, and we also see this quite a bit in people who are in multi-level marketing companies who are trying to show their products as if their products are like all natural and not lab created, which again, being natural doesn't inherently make it good, but they're like, oh, it's chemical free, it's all natural. Like, please show me the natural spring where Shakeology is being brewed right now. Where do you get Arbonne vegan protein? You go to the Himalayan mountain range? Is it just sitting up there, perfectly made by nature? No, it's not. I think when a lot of people think of chemicals, they think chemicals are only like bleach and Windex, but that's not the case. Chemicals are everywhere and they are not all bad for you. And then finishing off with the last sentiment, she said, I do agree 100% with what she said.
Just wanted to remind you that because your favorite fitness influencer reps a supplement brand or coffee brand, whatever, that does not mean that you should actually be buying it and consuming it. A lot of what we're told to do isn't good. We shouldn't be doing, but you got to realize that money matters, and these businesses are multi-million-dollar businesses, multi-billion-dollar. They want to sell their product. Of course, they're going to tell you that you should be having coffee every day because it's addictive and you'll keep buying it and they'll keep making money.
Except that weird little bit about coffee is addicting and that's why they'll tell you that you need it. I've personally never had a Starbucks employee tell me that I need to drink Starbucks every day. I think regardless of whether or not I show up there, they still get their hourly wage. There is a nice lady at one of the Starbucks I frequent. Her name is Rhonda, and she has pink hair. When I go in there, it's always early in the morning, so it's a little bit chilly outside. Lately, I've been wearing a lot of this pink, I think I wore it in a video a little while ago. It's this pink Lululemon jacket I have. She loves that jacket, and she's always like, pink is your color, sweetie. I love Rhonda. In conclusion, I was actually going to add a couple more to this video, but I was working on the script for this one, and I did not expect to say so much about this one short 2-minute clip. So I was like, you know what? This is a decent length for a video. We can just dedicate the whole video to her. I don't disagree with every single thing that she was saying. I actually agree with quite a few of her sentiments. Unfortunately, though, she did share quite a bit of misinformation and cited absolutely no sources. And no, the medical medium does not count as a source. That's what I'm here for. You guys want evidence? I got you. So to close, not all influencers are total quacks, but most of them are. If you made it to the end of this video, comment confetti. Thank you so very much for watching. I really appreciate it. You deserve Starbucks and a cookie and lemonade. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like this video and you hate me, you can also dislike it too, but why did you watch till the end? Subscribe for more shenanigans. Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I gotta go study advanced metabolism of energy nutrients now. Bye. I wonder if Ace is home. Hey, I do. The timing is good. Ace just got home, so now they're all freaking out. None of them want to say goodbye. I'm sorry. Their dad is home and all I care about is their dad. Sorry, you get me at the end of this video. Want to see some of our wedding photos? That one's nice, right? My husband has a cast on his hand right there. That's a fun story. This one was like our guest book thing that people signed at our wedding. That's another picture from the day we actually got married at the courthouse. And this is a picture from our wedding. Yeah, we're so cute. Oh my God. Bye.